Alright, what's up everyone? Ben Murphy here, and today we're at BMW of Austin. This is a great dealership, great people. All of our family's cars we have bought from this place, so if you need a BMW and you live in the Austin area, come down to BMW of Austin. But today we're here reviewing this 2020 BMW X3. So starting with the front of the car, we'll go around the exterior of the car, starting with the front. So you've got your classic BMW kidney-shaped BMW grills. You got the chrome outlining. I personally like it better when it's black, but I believe you can. It's called like the shadow line trim, where you can get a black outline. And you have your BMW badge right here, as always. And then you have your two kind of your hood lines right here, making this little center shape. It's kind of center bulge. I really like this a lot. And I like the headlights on all these BMWs. I like how they wrap around like this. I think it looks really good. So now we'll move on to the side of the car, talk about the side of the car. All right, so here on the side of the car. So coming down to the rims, these are 19-inch Y-spoke rims, which these are options. Standard, they come 18-inch Y-spoke rims, but you can also get the 19-inch M double-spoke bicolor rims, and then you can also get 20-inch M double-spoke bicolor rims as well. But the 19-inch M double-spoke rims, they do come with the M Sport package. If you get that, this car does not have that. But if you get the M Sport package, you would get the 19-inch M double-spoke rims. But now if we come over here, I mean, there's not too much to look at. It's just kind of your average side of your car. So another thing, if you get the M Sport package, you get an aerodynamic kit, which kind of adds a little more to the side skirt, kind of right here. Adds a little more to it if you get the M Sport package. But now we're gonna go around to the back, look at the back of this thing and see how much trunk space it has. All right, so you got your X3 badge right here, and then you have your S-Drive 30i on the other side, which for this S-Drive, this means it's a rear-wheel drive. And then if you see an X-Drive 30i, that means it's all-wheel. And then if you have the X3 M40i, so not the full M car, but this comes with an M40i, which we'll get into a little later, it would say X3 M40i. But you got your dual tip exhaust down here. And so now we're gonna get into the trunk space and see how much trunk space this thing has. So if you open up the trunk, you'll see it has a lot of trunk space. It has 28.7 cubic feet of trunk space, and it has 62.7 cubic feet with the seat area. So if you put these seats down, it adds a lot of trunk space to this. But on top of your 28.7 cubic feet, if you lift this up, you've got a little extra storage under here. So I mean, obviously with 28.7 cubic feet, and this being a crossover kind of SUV, you have a lot of room. You can fit golf clubs, plenty of luggage for airplanes and traveling, groceries, not a problem. So now we're gonna hop in on the inside and talk about the features of this car and see what's new with the X3, the 2020 X3, what's new between the 2019 and the 2020. All right, so now we're on the interior of this thing, and the good thing about the X3 interior is that before you even check a single option box, the interior comes very well equipped. So if we hop over to this screen right here, you have a 10.3-inch touchscreen for your infotainment, which does not come standard. That's an option. Standard, it comes with a 6.5-inch, but I would option on for the larger screen because a 6.5-inch is not a very big screen, and it's a lot better to have this 10.3-inch screen. And then coming over, continuing along with the screens, we have your other 10.3-inch screen right in front of you as the driver, which is great to have so you don't have to look over here. And then this particular X3 does come with a heads-up display, but the good thing about, so if we talk about the seats, the good thing about the X3 is that it has a 10-way power adjustable seats with adjustable side bolsters, so it's going to be very easy to find a comfortable position when you're driving this car. And then another thing that kind of adds luxury, I guess you could say, is the stitching, this leather stitching that comes on the door handles. And if we come around, you've got it right here, and you've got it on the sides of these seats as well. So, but now if you kind of look over, you've got this glossy wood grain trim, but you can also get this in like a nickel finish trim as well, is what they call it. And then one thing I really like is that this gear selector, I think it's kind of different from the other 2020 BMWs. So I like this a lot. And then down here you got your got your Sport, Comfort, and then your Eco Pro, which if you press Sport, you can change it into Sport Plus as well. All right, so after we're kind of finished with the driving modes, but before we move on, when you press down, if you go to see right here, you're in Comfort, but if you go to Eco Pro, it does change your screen. And then back to Comfort, but then if you go Sport, changes your screen, makes it a little sportier as well. And I believe the heads-up display changes, but you can't see that right now. So, but coming over from the driving mode, just the whole way the X3 interior is styled. It's very stylish, and it's very clean. There's not too much clutter going on. But this X3 does come with Apple CarPlay standard, but does not come with Android Auto, which is very strange, but it's actually pretty common across all these 2020 BMWs that are reviewed. I found that Android Auto is not capable, but Apple CarPlay is. It's kind of strange for a luxury car brand, and especially with a car starting at $50,000. But you do have Bluetooth connectivity, and then you have one USB port, which is standard, but you can option for 2 USB ports if you need them. And then one other thing, if we come over to the screen right here, so I just kind of want to take you into these car settings and just show you what this thing has to offer a little bit. So the best thing is if you come over to interior lighting, you'll see that this thing does have ambient lighting. You can't see it right now because it's daytime, but you can adjust the brightness. It's got plenty of colors too. You can adjust the colors so for our BMW, we have a BMW X3. I think blue is the best color, but that's just my personal opinion. But it's really it for the settings. You can kind of mess around. Oh, one other cool thing about the settings is that, not for doors, but if you go to key button settings for the key fob, you can set so when you press the unlock button, instead of when you press it once, it only unlocks the driver's door, which I find kind of annoying sometimes. You can switch it so that it unlocks all the doors, so you don't have to press the unlock button twice. But that's really it for the inside of the car. So now we're gonna go around and go into the hood and see what's under the hood of this 2020 BMW X3. All right, so what's under the hood of this 2020 BMW X3? You have a twin turbo, 2-liter, 4-cylinder engine making 248 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. So the all-wheel drive, the X-Drive version, will take you from 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds, which with this 248 horsepower engine, it's well balanced between a quick engine and a good fuel economy. So, and going with traffic and with any traffic situation, you'll find both the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive being able to handle basically any traffic situation very comfortably. But if you want to step up to a more performance-oriented crossover, and you don't want to spend the $70,000 to base, $70,000 starting to buy the X3M, they have the BMW X3 M40i, which starts at around $50,000, but we'll get into all the pricing later. But that jumps you up to a twin turbo, straight, a 3-liter inline 6 or straight 6 engine making 382 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque, which is really fast, especially for this smaller of a car because it's not as big as BMW X5. But if you want to step up and have it really fast, and just to kind of tell you how much faster it is, so 0 to 60 in 6.2 with the all-wheel drive, but with the M40i, it bumps your 0 to 60 time down all the way to 4.4 seconds. And so if we talk about ride quality of this thing is very well balanced in ride quality. It's stiff enough in sport mode to where like you would like it, but it's not super stiff over bumpy roads. And in comfort, it's perfectly fine. Like comfort is comfort. It's gonna feel great. So yeah, now we'll hop around to the side and just kind of talk about pricing and see what options this thing has and what options you can get on this 2020 BMW X3. All right, so I didn't mention fuel economy, but for fuel economy, this thing gets up to 25 miles per gallon in the city, up to 29 miles per gallon on the highway, which is very good fuel economy. So now we'll get into the pricing and all that. So for your X3 S-Drive, which is your rear-wheel drive, you're starting at $42,945. Then for your X3 X-Drive 30i, which is your all-wheel drive, you're starting at $44,945. Then for your X3 M40i, for the little step up in the engine and all that, it starts at $56,895. This is all without options, and then there's plenty of options that you can get on these cars, and we'll go through all those. Okay, so this car has a lot of options, and first option I'll talk about is the M Sport package. So you have your, that gives you the 19-inch M double spoke bicolor wheels. You've got your aerodynamic kit. It's gonna give you your M Sport steering wheel, which this does not have, because it does not have the M Sport package. And then right here, your little roof rails, instead of chrome, they're gonna come black. So there you go, there's your, and I believe that option is an additional $5,000. And then so for your seating, your normal seating is going to be Sensatec, but you can get the Vernasca leather, which this has, and it's only $1,145, I believe is what it is. So definitely pay the extra for the better seats, because they are really comfortable and they're really good. And now, so you can get either a premium package or an optional executive package, which this has the executive package. We'll go over what that is. But for your trims, you can get your wood trim, your aluminum trim, or you can get your carbon fiber, which I'm guessing your carbon fiber trim would come standard on your X3M, but that starts at 70 grand. So, and then you can also, on top of your premium or executive package, you can get a driving assistance package, a driving assistance plus package, get a parking assistant plus package. There's a lot of packages you can get with this thing. So if you're buying this car and if you're speccing it out, you're not going to be spending just the normal $42,945 per base one of these, because there's a lot of options to be had on this. All right, so now I'm going to go over what the executive package and the driving assistance package gives you, because these are both on this car. So your driving assistance package, it's going to give you your active blind spot detection, then your lane departure warning, and as you can see, it's an additional $500. And then your executive package gives you a lot. It gives you the heated steering wheel, your comfort access keyless entry, so you don't really have to like unlock the car. You can just go up to it, put your hand on the door handle, and it'll unlock for you. Then you have your panoramic moonroof, your lumbar support, heated front seats, ambient lighting, adaptive full LED seats, parking assistant plus, heads-up display. It comes with the executive package, which I think it should come standard. Sirius XM radio with the 1-year subscription. You got your connected package pro, your live cockpit pro, gesture controls, active park distance control. Then you have your surround view with a 3D view, and all of that for the executive package. That's going to cost you an additional $7,750, as you can see. So that's really going to conclude this review. X3, I think it's a great crossover, is what this is, the category that this is in. A great crossover, one of the best in its category, if not the best. But if you guys like that video, if you guys like the video, go down below, hit the like button. If you're already down there and you've seen more than one of my videos, or if you like this video, just go ahead and click that subscribe button, because we do a lot of car reviews on this channel. And yeah, and by clicking that subscribe button, it takes like 2 seconds, it really helps me out. And drop a comment down below what else you'd like to see me cover on this car, what other cars you'd like to see me review, and let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see me review an actual BMW X3M. So just like that, I'll see you guys in the next video.